I write a column called Love and the City, and it is inspired by Sex and the City. I love that show, and I really resonate with Carrie and the column she wrote. And I write columns that are very much they're very similar to that and the things that I go through. So I will tell you how to find my blog later, but I wanted to say, so I was trying to turn some of my columns into videos and see how that works. So this is really going to be one of my first videos for this series, and I want to talk about breakups because we go through it and they're painful and they're hard. I've had too many, and they're devastating for me. I take them very hard. I'm usually the one that's being broken up with for strange reasons, and if you watch Seinfeld or you're a fan, you can imagine the excuses and the stories I've heard, just so random weird stuff. And like Sex in the City too, there's just so many reasons relationships don't work out. But I've heard a lot of things, and it's tough for me. I admit kind of am prone to getting depressed, and when I say that, I mean real depression. Like, I just, it's very difficult for me. I don't want to go out. I won't want to do anything. I'll cry. I'm sad. And friends beg me to go out, and that's even hard for me. So I want to talk about that. I mean, after a breakup, depression can set in. You can be sad, and some think there's that saying, the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else. But I don't really believe that's true. Sometimes it can really mess your head up and make things worse. I think it's good to take some time to heal. But I think the hardest thing, the thing that I think of, and I would love to know if you guys think this, is I sit around thinking, do they miss me? And, are they having a hard time? And I also wonder, does the dumpee feel any kind of emotion like being dumped? There's the dumper and the dumpee. Does the dumper feel bad? Like the dumpee? I don't know. I mean, I just don't know if it's hard for them, even if somebody wants to break up with someone. I know it might not be easy for them, but they feel that's the best thing they need to do. So I don't know if it's necessarily easy, but usually for me, there's really no contact after a breakup. And so I can't just call and say, do you miss me? Because it sounds weird and stalkerish. So, then sometimes we want to ask a friend who knows them, or we look at social media and try to find out if they have a new significant other, and see if that's what's going on. But if you've been unfriended or you can't see what's going on, then you just don't know. So anyway, being broken up with is very difficult. I've ended a few relationships myself that just felt like we were growing apart and it needed to be done, but it still was devastating. I did not want to do it, and nothing to me is more painful than breaking up with someone you're still in love with. Whether you're doing it or someone's breaking up with you, it's not fun, especially during the holidays. And I just had another breakup, and it's sad. So I just want to talk about a few things. So there's always, like, what do you do after a breakup? I think the best thing, just a few things that I know, would be take some time for yourself. I don't think you have to push yourself to go out there, get back on the horse, go to clubs, start dancing, doing all these things and getting wild. If you're not up to it and you don't feel like it, I think you should honor yourself and take some time and cleanse and heal and process what has happened. When you feel up to it, I think it's good to go out with your friends and have some laughter. That is very healing. Watch a favorite show, a sitcom, something that makes you laugh. Sitting in your room and just dwelling on being sad. I've done that, and it just makes things worse. So I think that it's good to laugh, even if you don't want to leave the house. Maybe, like I said, do something that makes you laugh, watch a show, eat your favorite dessert. Exercise is good. It'll put those endorphins back in your brain. that's another part of breaking up, is we have all this chemical highs, right, of being in love and kissing, and it does send off all these feel good chemicals in your body, and then you break up and you're depleted of that, and you kind of just you like coming off that love high and stuff. It's real. So it's very hard. So you have to find ways to put those chemicals back in. So exercise is one of those things that puts endorphins in. You can dance, you can sing, things like that that just make you feel good and feel joyful would be very helpful after a breakup. I think writing about it, processing it, if you want to see a therapist, that's always a good idea too. Listening to music is very healing, whether it's sad songs or whatever you want to do, sing, and you can feel, oh, okay, somebody relates to me, and you identify with that, and you feel a sense of connection with that, and that's good too. Um, I wouldn't say go binge eat and stuff, but if you want a dessert and you want a feel good food, that's obviously temporarily going to make you feel good too. Um, but I think the most important thing is having a support system around you, and it is good to be with your friends. And I say, even sometimes if you just don't feel like it, maybe not in the beginning, but not too long, but go out with your friends, do something mellow. You can go to the beach if you live near it, or something relaxing, go for a nice walk, in the city or something like that, and just try to relax. And it's also good, what I've heard, is to volunteer and help someone less fortunate than you. It kind of takes you out of yourself, and you start to feel good and not feel so sad. So that's another way to not be just centered in that heartbreak. And I would also say cry. There's a lot of times I'm like, be strong, don't cry. It's not really good to suppress that. It's good to just let it out and cry. um and there's another thing I've heard, which is to write a letter, but don't send it to them. It's just for you. You say everything you want to say, and then you just keep that and put it away. And that's supposed to kind of help cleanse and heal some things too. So that's a good way. Um, if you have things of theirs, it's good to kind of put that in the closet and put it away. You don't want to be looking at pictures and reminiscing too much. It's just gonna lock you in that sadness. And I've been there and I've done that, and I've had friends be like, you got to get rid of it, put it away. That's really, really hard. So I'm definitely no expert, but I have been through enough breakups to know. There's, I think, a quote from, I don't know, Carrie Bradshaw, that says, no matter how many breakups you've had, you won't get through it without your friends. And that's very true. And so, those are some tips that I have. If you want to read some of my columns, again, the column is called Love in the City. You can find the link at, you can go to @Writer Beach Love. So that's WRITERBEACHLOVE. So @Writer Beach Love. And I have a lot of inspirational quotes there about dating, about love, and there's a link to my website that will take you to my blog, Love in the City. If you love Sex in the City, I think you would enjoy my column, because there's a lot of humorous things, crazy things, wild things, and again, my dating situations and relationships are very similar somehow to uh, Carrie Bradshaw and Sex in the City. So thank you for watching, and if any of you are heartbroken, the pain is real and it hurts, and just it feels like you're just gonna be in this sadness, but as time goes on, you do begin to heal and you do begin to move on. So that's all I can say about that. And hang in there, be around your friends, feel the love from them, give love, receive love, and just know that heartbreaks hurts like a bitch. But in the end, hopefully we find someone new, and maybe they'll stay. I don't know. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm out.